What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be going through the Clover Craze St. Patrick's event in Black Ops 6, how to earn all rewards, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But it does look like over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be seeing a ton of marketing for both DLC 3 Mansion and probably OG Verdansk, leading up to what I believe is going to be the blog post and roadmap on March 27th, an exact week before the start of our third season on April the 3rd. Again, they could of course choose to market things a little bit sooner than that, but as you guys saw earlier this morning, Treyarch did release another teaser image of the next round-based map, which I'll talk more about in a separate video likely tomorrow, especially after additional teasers probably end up coming out. But what's really exciting is earlier this afternoon, Treyarch did tweet the following in regards to tomorrow's content drop. We're going to be seeing the Clover Craze event, which we're going to be focusing on fully in this video, the Face-Off Endurance Mosh Pit. So, in case you guys aren't familiar with Endurance, the playlist doubles both the score and time limit of the match that you're in. In the playlist, you'll find TDM, Domination, Hardpoint, even Kill Confirmed on a variety of maps, as you're also seeing gameplay of in the background. They're going to be adding that type of playlist to the Face-Off experience. So you'll be able to play small strike maps with double the amount of time that you're accustomed to. Now they'll also be adding hardcore face-off endurance as well as gun game. They're now going to support parties of up to 4 in public matches of this party mode. So not sure what changed or why this has been an issue over the last couple of Call of Duty titles, but there have been a lot of different party playlists they've added recently which you just weren't able to queue into a party with. Luckily they're reversing this back to what we're all accustomed to from many older titles like the original Black Ops, for example, where you can go into a party mode with a group of your friends. Now, if anybody's wondering whether they'll add another double XP event into Season 2, I do believe because of the delay of our third season, they'll probably add in at least one more XP event before the end of the month, but in case anything like that does get announced, I'll keep you in the loop here on the channel, of course. Now, I saw this tweet earlier today from Chad, who was reminiscing on the St. Paddy's event from World War II 2017. How cool would it be if a leprechaun was also added into our multiplayer experience where if you manage to find them, you can then earn all your streaks from actually shooting them? I mean, that was something that we saw in the Pentathlon Squid Game mode a couple of months back, where if you collected the big piggy bank of money, you'd also get all your streaks instantly. So that type of reward system did already come back through that mode. I'd be ecstatic to see something like the Leprechaun St. Paddy's mode also added into BO6 as a playlist or something. But I get it, World War II was Sledgehammer's game, not Treyarch's, so I don't think we'll get anything more than this challenge event we're going to talk about and the St. Paddy's themed bundle. This is going to be a pack that likely releases either with the challenge event tomorrow or with actual St. Patrick's Day this Monday, March 17th. So as you've probably seen some footage of, this is the Fortune's Grace Tracer Pack for 1400 COD points. It's not the best bundle. You get one Tracer blueprint for a light machine gun and the first operator skin for Helen Park since the Vault Edition released for BO6. For whatever reason, neither Adler or Park have really received any operator skins that you can see their face with, so this is cool for those that want to play as Helen Park again, even though people have been pretty critical of how she looks within this bundle. I know she does look a little bit different from what we're used to from Black Ops Cold War, but in this pack you also get an emote, the Rare Clover Spray, a reticle, and the Natural Defender loading screen. I've never been too much of a fan of holiday themed packs since I probably wouldn't end up using that cosmetics past the actual holiday. But when it comes to the Clover Craze Challenge event, this is apparently the final event as a part of Season 2, and is scheduled to begin on Thursday, March 13th. You might even be watching this video once the event is already out, and that's fine too, but the blog post does confirm the event will be live until the end of the season, which was originally, March 20th, and now that's going to be April the 3rd. But we've all been wondering if the event itself did start a little bit early or if it's been tracking a little bit early, since one of the parts of this event has already popped up early in game for people. So as you can see from the event screen, it does confirm that you're going to have to go ahead and collect Clovers around your different game modes, whether it's multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, which you can then exchange for various rewards and St. Paddy's themed cosmetics. But what's important to note is that there's 3 different types of clovers that you're going to be able to find in Black Ops 6 and Warzone. There's the 3-leaf clovers worth 1 each, the 4-leaf clovers worth 5 each, and the gold leaf clovers that are worth 10 each. It's important to know that you're going to want to find as many gold leaf clovers as you can if you want to get through the event that much faster. And the cool thing is we already know how to find gold leaf clovers, at least over in Warzone. So if you do find these special St. Patrick's Archie drops, what you want to do is shoot the drop drop until it explodes, and inside will be a gold leaf clover and some other clovers as well. So some folks out there have already spotted these special Archie drops in matches of Warzone, and what I'm assuming is that they're going to also be present in random matches of multiplayer, randomly around your environment over in zombies. But if it is exclusive to just Warzone, then that'll automatically be the mode you want to jump into to try to find some of these Archie drops. But regardless of that, what is important to note is that for any event that we've seen, at least in Black Ops 6, dealing with drops, like what we're about to see with the 4-leaf clovers, is that the fastest mode, seemingly, for getting an event like this done has been Warzone, right? You go into a match of plunder and open up as many chests as you can because there isn't a cap on how many drops you can actually find, and you can get quite a few chests open, especially in certain populated areas that have a lot of loot. You could just freely go ahead, open up those chests, and probably avoid a bunch of real players in the meantime. But I get it, there's also some real hardcore zombies fans that watch my content and would probably question why I'm not going into zombies instead to get all the drops. Well, let me explain, right? If you have a save file on a high round, or let's say you're just really good at zombies, you could just go into a match of round-based and probably get all the drops you need in a single match. Be my guest. But from what I've seen the past couple of events, there often is this soft cap on how many drops you'll actually get. This hasn't affected everybody, but the issue with some of these drop events over the last couple of months is that we can't mathematically figure out which mode is the fastest to get the event done in, because people out there are having different experiences with the actual drops. Some folks can get quite a few in one match of multiplayer, one match of zombies, and then all of a sudden, in some other matches, they just aren't getting many at all. But what has been the most consistent mode to get drops in has definitely been plunder. So just to be clear, you're going to be able to get any of the clovers from kills in multiplayer, zombies, or by opening chests in Warzone. For whatever reason, you won't get any clovers from killing enemies in Warzone. Not sure why that's been an issue over the last couple of events. But considering that Endurance is also being added to Face Off, that could actually mean that getting clovers in multiplayer could be much more helpful than it was in the previous events. For both the Archie's event for Christmas and the Terminator event in Season 2, it actually was the smartest method to just go into plunder and open up chests. Unless you were lucky and managed to avoid a soft cap of drops while playing a high round of zombies, then that could have been faster for you. But really the issue with multiplayer and getting drops has been the amount of time, racing against the clock. But since Endurance doubles the score and time limits, you should be able to go ahead and just play a real long objective match of multiplayer and hopefully get as many clovers as you can, while also hopefully spotting those special Archie drops that will give you the gold clovers. Now, if any real fast and efficient strategy does get discovered for Clover Craze, I'll of course be uploading a separate short breaking that down and possibly a long form video if the strategy is just that crazy. But it remains to be seen if the clovers you grab in your match also go to your teammates. I believe that's how the Archie event worked back in December, but that's not how the Terminator event worked a couple of weeks ago. Then again, this could be a funny video to look back at if we all boot up our games on March 13th and the event has already auto-completed itself in the background. I hope that's not the case because that would be boring, but again, that did happen back in December, which didn't repeat itself back with the Terminator drop event. But as far as all the rewards do go, it looks like inflation not only hit the COD bundle shop, but even the event tab. I know that's a joke, but since I've last talked about this Clover Craze event, it looks like the amount of clovers we all need has since been increased. It looks like some of the rewards now require double, if not triple, the original amount of clovers that I talked about in an older video. So as you guys can see, there's the Archie's Fortune Spray that requires 60 clovers, the Pato Gold Emblem for 180, the Paddy's Pal Weapon Charm for 360, followed by the Lucky Rainbow Calling card for 600. There's then the Fly Swatter Wild card for 1100 clovers. That replaces your dedicated melee with a launcher. Could be helpful. And on that same tile, there's also a double Battle Pass XP token, followed by the Low Profile perk, which increases your downed and crouch speed in Warzone specifically. And you're also going to get the Drop of Luck weapon sticker, all for 1800 clovers. So in total, you're now going to need 4,100 clovers to finish the entire event. Considering we have several weeks to actually get this done, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world if drop rates are slow. It's just going to be a big pain if there is a cap on how many clovers you can get in each match. There probably won't be, but still it will require a decent amount of game time and longer matches to make sure you get over 4,000 clovers. The trick, of course, will be to find 4-leaf and gold clovers, since you'll get the most amount for those individual ones. seasons. Don't forget, a 3-leaf clover earns 1, a 4-leaf clover represents 5, and a gold leaf clover will be the equivalent of getting 10. But once you've gone ahead and unlocked every single item as a part of this event, you'll be earning the brand new Amos 85 blueprint called Clover Leaf. It is themed around St. Paddy's and Archie, but there is a black cell variant for this blueprint called Clover Leaf Black Cell, and you can only get this specific blueprint, which sadly doesn't have any tracers, if you own the Black Cell Season 2 bundle. You will not get this if you don't own the specific Season 2 Black Cell Battle Pass. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, how do they not bring back an older St. Patrick's Day camo, or why didn't they bring in any other animated rewards? Well, that's a great question, right? My gut tells me that for some reason, Black Ops 7 will be the MW3 to Black Ops 6's MW2, as far as offering better event rewards, more challenges. That's just my guess. Not sure why these events have been really out of touch with the rewards that people are asking for. A lot of folks would probably rather use an animated camo in any mode of their choice instead of a blueprint for a weapon that they might not actually want to use. Now, I'm sure some of you probably feel the same way as I do about this. I'm just hyped to be able to grind something new in the game when it comes to events like this. I'm not necessarily super hyped or giddy about the rewards themselves. I mean, the AMS is a pretty good weapon to rock in any game mode, so that's a start, but I'm sure a lot of folks out there also are excited to just jump in, have something to grind and complete because they might have already done everything else in the game. But yeah, hopefully event rewards do end up improving over the next couple of seasons. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the Clover Craze challenge event for Black Ops 6 and Warzone? How do you feel about the rewards and everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.